Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be taking this 2021 Honda Pilot Black Edition on a POV test drive, and I'll basically tell you what I think about this SUV and tell you my impressions of this 2021 Honda Pilot. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this Honda Pilot on a test drive and see how it does. Alright. Alright, so first impressions of this Pilot. This is my first time driving a Honda Pilot, and honestly, it feels pretty good. It has a really nice sound to it. So this engine is a 3.5 liter V6. Honestly, it sounds really nice, and it's connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and this transmission is actually pretty responsive. Once you hit the gas, it just goes. And this engine produces 280 horses and 262 feet of torque, so those are pretty good numbers for this SUV. And super smooth, very quiet in here, and you barely could hear any wind noise in this cabin. And it just feels very nice and solid. The steering wheel is a little bit on the lighter side, but very direct. Actually, probably one of the best 3-row SUV steering wheel. It just goes where you point it. There's no empty spot where the steering wheel doesn't turn when you basically point it. So very direct and very light, and super light around parking lot and small spots. So it makes this huge SUV very small by just having this nice light steering wheel. Taking turns, it feels very nice and solid. It doesn't feel all over the place, and I don't know, it just feels very planted. And it does have paddle shifters as well, so the transmission is actually pretty responsive in this Pilot. Definitely sounds very good. It's Honda's V6 engine that is a little bit raspy, but seriously, it's very torquey, and it feels like it has more torque than what the numbers says. It does have blind spot monitoring system, and it does have all the safety features, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and all the nice safety features that you want in a family SUV. And as I said, the steering wheel is very light. It just goes wherever you point it. Brakes actually feel very good as well. And this Pilot doesn't feel heavy. put it in sport mode and see how this Pilot sounds and responds. Yeah, definitely in sport mode the transmission gets a little bit more aggressive and downshifting becomes more responsive, but the steering wheel feels about the same in sport. I don't want to say it gets a little bit heavy. Maybe it gets a little bit heavy, but not by much. And for the suspension actually is very good. Soaks up the bumps really good, and around corners it takes corners very confident. There's of course some body roll, but it doesn't feel as crazy and doesn't feel too much of a body roll, but definitely this Pilot feels very planted on the road, and Honda actually does a great job with their suspension. Their Honda CR-V handles pretty good. Their Honda Pilot, which is this one, handles very, very good. So Honda does great with their suspension. Very good around corners, handles very good, and at the same time very comfortable. And it just feels very nice being in this driver's seat. This one has heated seats and cold seats. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it's an 8-inch touchscreen that is not far away from your hand, so you could reach to the screen super easy. And seriously, I'm impressed with this Honda Pilot, and I love the red stitching and the red things on the seat. Very high quality things right here. The fan finish is amazing. A lot of soft touches right here on the door, on the dash, on the steering wheel, honestly everywhere. And I'm very impressed with this Pilot. And another thing about the Pilot, it doesn't even feel that big. It is really wide. It's a pretty big SUV, but once you start driving this SUV, you honestly get used to driving it very quick. And that transmission responds super fast, downshifts, and it's great. Here is Honda's shifter. A lot of people might not like it, and I personally think it's amazing. It frees up a lot of space, and it looks good in my opinion. Anyways, the Mpg numbers on this engine, 19 in the city, 26 highway, and I think 21 combined if I'm not mistaken. And those numbers are actually pretty good for this SUV. 3.5 V6 3-row SUV, Honda's biggest family SUV. Definitely this engine sounds good. So to activate the lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control, all you have to do is just go ahead and click on this button, and then here is the lane keep assist button. But you have to be actually doing more than 45 miles per hour to activate the lane keep assist. But the adaptive cruise control is actually on right now. Let me go ahead and try to get close to the car in front of me to show you how exactly it works. Basically, it will slow down, it will keep the distance between. Actually, the lane keep assist started working. Honda doesn't have really the best lane keep assist, but their adaptive cruise control is actually pretty good. Not too much, not too jerky, and it's actually pretty smooth. So they have a great adaptive cruise control, but their lane keep assist isn't the best. Their torque, their steering torque isn't really the best, so it doesn't really take sharp turns. And of course, this is a safety feature, so it's basically a level 2, so you have to pay attention to the road all the time, no matter what. But taking some corners right here, this Pilot handles really good. It's not even on sport mode, and it does pretty good. So good job, Honda, for making this Pilot very good around corners. But guys, I hope you guys like this video of this Pilot, and I really wish that you enjoyed this POV of this Black Edition. I would like to thank Executive Honda in Wallingford for providing me this beautiful Black Edition. If you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. Check out Jason there. He's the general manager and he's amazing. So if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.